So everything is all about look. Everything is all about appearance. Um, whether it's looking at somebody or it's somebody looking into a situation and multiple people are involved. Now the reason why I tag certain people in certain type of content because of the title of this specific page. Something related to this page, years back was reported and shut down, and it was my first page, and Hassan and 1090 Jake, uh, you know, were on my page and got my page shut down. So I understand they made YouTube like a cell phone, you know, and we got each other's number. If you look at the at situation, which is cool, but where we going as a society, as people? We don't get along with each other like for real. Y'all still picking and choosing. Period, point blank. I could care less, me as a person, I could care less how it ends right now because I know I'm gonna be victorious. Like I have to win because I won already. You see what I'm saying? All I am is a regular dude born just like you and tried to live, right? Just fit it in words. Nothing really separates us until you really deep it. You know that deep dive, that bag opening, that treasure chest unlocking, Pandora's box, whatever you want to call it, the feelings and how y'all feel about each other in certain angles in life, and the way you try to inflict and impose your culture on other people, the domination, the way you do it is sickening. Y'all get behind closed doors, individually, one on one, just you and yourself, or you and your mate, or you and your family. And y'all got a way about y'all. Y'all got a culture about y'all. So if you got your culture and that's how you sticking together, be prepared that other people don't have the same culture as you. And that imposement that you try to inflict on people, the extra angled racism, the snarl, the roar. A lot of y'all don't understand your attitude could come off racist. Your attitude could come off sexist. Your attitude could come off colorist or religious. And there's a certain way to avoid that. And it's not happening in the state of New York. It doesn't happen in other states also. When it's all over, who's ever suffering is gonna come back and suffer. If we find galactic federations and stuff like that that's being hidden from us, it's still nothing we could do. Are you gonna control an alien? You see what I'm saying? Like you can't control an alien. You can't control none of that shit. All you can do is see it. So why not put more positive energy in seeing what you want to see instead of picking on other people? It has to make sense. Look at y'all politics. Look at the government. The only people y'all should be mad at is them. People kicking their kids out. You got celebrities, celebrity parents getting on camera, getting on YouTube and Instagram, all types of social media, and purposely acting out, pissing off their child for what? For views, for a check. You hit your child on camera and you're a celebrity. Argument in the house. The season is postponed or the season is off right now. Like, come on. It's too much. All y'all niggas is doing is teaching each other how to molest and harass each other. You see shit? That's it. That's all y'all doing. It's ridiculous. Anything for content. It's federal though. It's legal. It's legal. I'm saying it comes with the territory. Whatever I do to anybody, you had it coming. I didn't know nothing of you. I don't know you. Who are you? Why do I have to be tied up? Think about that. Federal government operating and people are subconsciously matching the anarchy that the federal government is aware of. And they're telling the cops and the police and the precincts, the jails and the COs, the Mounties, the sheriffs. That's what they're telling them. It's way worse than what you think, and look how you're doing this. So what really is street justice? What street justice? Take me up on my offer. Anybody. If I get a clear shot at you know who's going down forever. It does not matter if you know me, if you knew me, stranger or not. If I'm telling you this shit right now, in real time, live in action, that once I see this certain somebody, that it is clearly over for this certain somebody, are you going to take my word for it? Yes or no? If you've never lived the way I lived, you can't judge me. And I stick at that shit. And the federal government knows that shit. I don't care what nobody say. That's what that shit is all about. We have to improvise. Feel me? I don't care about no technology right now. If the technology is not getting you paid like a robot, it shouldn't matter, right? Especially in New York. We live in apartments. We don't live in houses in this side. So you have to live different. And ideas is different. Inventions will be different. That's what the vigilante series and cartoons and movies is about. It's purposely like this. If you see in New York way before when, they didn't have buildings. This joint was all grass. Imagine that. This joint was just all grass. New York. Look how we look and view New York. We look and view New York, subways and trains and shit. This shit was 100% grass and fog, rain, and then hot, real steaming, blazing hot weather, humid, humid to the capacity. This wasn't, yeah. Really look how the earth grows. Something naturally grows here, and if it fails to grow and it depletes, it goes underwater. Feel me? You got to think about how life was when the tall trees was on planet Earth. That's why the world is working the way it was. The extinct species, first species that was here, was the tall trees. Before the dinosaurs, before all of that shit, was the tall trees. Look how planet Earth works. It works to hydrate and to keep tall trees alive by gravity, by storms. Y'all forget what this is all about. This shit is depleted. Y'all can't get a chakra because y'all not in tune with yourself. You feel me? Like you didn't activate something in yourself. The earth ain't lying. This shit is just still living. You're the person that's lying. Confusing shit. A man, a human can start a fire. You can start an accident. The only thing that starts an accident on planet Earth is a storm. So look at humans like, look at your purpose on planet Earth. Now, if you got the power to impact my life or try to give me some type of mental health, and the Earth is talking to me, telling me that this planet is extinct already because the tall trees are gone. The tall trees expired. So there's nothing left else on this planet. This shit is just pointless. Since you want to give me mental health, why not degree myself to take you out? Because the planet don't exist in its full capacity. At its full function. Its purpose is gone. Mars' purpose is gone. All of those other planets that y'all keep saying that y'all don't think is alive, y'all have to pay attention. They told you the truth so they can lie to you. They told you the truth so they can make propaganda and sell you something and make $1 and then make you make $1 off the drink because they make more. They just took time to do it. Why do it instantly? Get you hungry, get you smarter, get you thirsty, get you wilder, and then here comes social media. So if I'm a human just like you, and I have similar questions just like the next person, I'm gonna have the same reaction and feelings, right or wrong. So if I see I could get cared about less, and it looks like I'm your imaginary friend for some reason, and when I bump into you, you act like or you seem like you knew me from somewhere, too much eye contact. A person like me, I had to understand that. So I went to college and understand and learned the verbiage so I can talk to these wicked elite people that have a say in your life. And I make sure I rub motherfuckers the wrong way. Because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I am and I know what I possess. So since you want to laugh at my pain but then be like me or be better than me, you forgot. This shit is in real time. Not imaginary space. All the time. Shit comes to fruition. Planet Earth, you see, planet Earth is fucking expired. The tall trees is gone. There's no reason to keep this shit alive. All the curses that happen on planet Earth, all the paranormal activity shit, that comes from trees. Think about tiny tree people. And now think about gigantic Nephilim trees. that were here before me. Okay? What do trees do? They grow. And they help. And they produce. It's alive. It just doesn't talk. And then when you get older, you see there's an entity that lives in a smaller one. So did he or she or it used to live in the tall ones too? And they're trying to tell us? It's stuff like that that goes on 24/7 constantly. While we're in and out of mental health and characteristics, while we're in and out of character, being a parent or being a mental health patient, being a teacher or being a content creator or being a rapper or being somebody's op or being somebody's bitch, whatever that shit is all about, it just doesn't matter, because whatever character you're in, that same functioning on planet Earth is still happening. And them dead trees is possessing us because we supposed to be in sync with that. Stuff like, oh, Nephilims and giants, were they here before little people? Were they here after or a while? Certain things just, they don't matter. Certain questions don't matter. You feel me? Especially when you find a functioning that has expired. And this happened on different planets over and over again. They called it planet Mars a Luciferian effect. It got hit by an asteroid. And in other words, that's where religion came from. Jesus Christ. And the people was technologically advanced from Mars, and they got the planet Earth. This is another story that's in federal knowledge. So now the question is, why didn't they, or did they, go over here when the trees were alive? You know what the reply is and the answer for that is? Well, that's the story from Mars. That's when they went to planet Earth. That's when they was able to go, because the Luciferian effect was like an apocalypse to Mars. And they could see it on their way, and they got out of there. And they came to planet Earth. But planet Earth has history on it. So you asking a Martian, an alien, a tall, white, vegan, gray, platinum diamond with green and blue eyes alien about an Earth that he's not from. And probably seen destroyed. All types of possibilities could. You see what I'm saying? That's why certain shit doesn't matter. The reason why all it doesn't matter, because bitch, you're here and you don't belong here. No matter if the planet died and you're trying to save it, this shit died already. You're not supposed to be here. Maybe your fate was to go die on Mars. So you came to planet Earth and you created something and you made these simulated robotic humans feel something called feelings. Let me introduce you to that shit. That's the wickedness of a brain. That's a third eye. That's consciousness in abuse. Yes, that's abuse in consciousness by thinking like that, right? Okay. We go through it every day on planet Earth. Now explain to me how the fuck I'm wrong. I'm just saying. Petrified soul states, yeah. That's what it's called. Humans go through petrified soul states. In the Bible, the books of the Bible, people turn into salt. People turn into stone, correct? I'm just saying. Like I said, I had a Shahada when I was a baby, but I had to learn all the religions because the other side of the family, they only acknowledge Jehovah's Witness and Christianity. So that was a part of what I had. It was mandatory. My mom didn't even get too close with the Jehovah's Witness, but my grandmother, who was my father's mother, made her look at that shit. How is that possible? You feel me? One way or another. So look at life. Yeah. That's how in sync the subconscious is to being conscious. You're gonna say what's on your brain. If somebody asks you a question and the right answer comes to your brain, you want to answer the question correctly. You know it. You said it. How are you lame or slow for answering the question, even if it was obvious? You people don't change. You too predictable. You're not federal material. They proved it because a lot of y'all aren't federal property. They have the credits. They have the history on who's federal property. So, since you exercise racism in high school, the federal government shows you racism, since that's what you learn. So take it for what it is. It's not illegal to be racist. It's not. Bill of Rights, the Constitution, whatever literature you're looking at, it is not illegal to be racist. Why? How come? Because of the Native Americans. You still forget the natives did show the Africans resentment. They looked alike. Certain groups of Native Americans looks like the Africans. But it was still 100% racism. And the white man was not loved and liked like how it's portrayed. It's another, by the Native Americans. That's another form of racism. Period. It's over. How long has a camera really been here? How long has a camera, comma, really been here? That's a good question. You never know the truth. You never know the truth. If you look at it, it's amazing. You never know the truth. They tell me, I don't care what they tell me. I don't care. I still don't believe them. Opening up black holes, playing with feelings. You see how it rhymes? You see how it makes sense? Portals and shit. Look at Obama. So Obama can't cheat. Obama can't. Out of everything in life, the former president, the first president, black president of the United States, he gets caught in a scandal with a white woman. This is just another diversion. You see? This is a diversion. And it's like, you just want to smack her. Like, just say no, bitch. Like, say no, this is completely false. Please don't. Just get appalled. Y'all lie about everything else. Especially a white woman. Them bitches lie. They take the worst lie. They make the worst lies. And they go to the house, to the hip with that shit. All the way. And they get it. And they get away. Clean. Carmen Sandiego. Clean. Just, you feel what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. What the fuck? First y'all called this nigga's wife, baby mother, a transgender. Y'all totally forgot that Cassie's a transgender. I'll be the first one to tell you. You forgot that shit. Got the surgery and all. But first, Michelle Obama was a transgender. Now he was creeping with a white woman. Maybe he didn't know. I don't know. I'm just being a jerk. But I'm taking Obama's side. She needs to come out and just dead this shit, cry, and deny it. All right? Don't do nothing else but deny this shit. Say no. Delete your social media. Change your number. Fuck it. Don't have anything else to do with Obama. Don't have no interviews. Say no. Be first. Fuck that. Equal rights. Yeah. Come on. All of that. Yeah. That's no, man. That's a diversion. The Rock, Oprah, and Obama has something to do with Hawaii getting hit with the energy weapon. Elon Musk is joining sides with Trump, but he's trying to stab him in the back. That's the good shit. That's the soap opera. That's the as the world turns, Young and the Restless, General Hospital and all that. That's what we need to pay attention to, how them conversations and them lip readers be telling the truth. That's what we need to pay attention to. Because a lot of y'all in America, y'all shouldn't have been born the way y'all act. Y'all have nothing positive to produce. Or y'all not trying to. Y'all just want hand-me-downs. A nigga like me, I just want to get big on my own. You feel me? I had an open heart on having a program set up to get a whole bunch of people up, jumping, and popping, because that's proven science that it gets you paid when you invest in stuff like that. So they didn't execute Donald Trump on the 20th. The TikTok is back for 12. Yeah. Look at the bigger picture. This is what you need to focus in on. Y'all forgot that too. They had Hawaii hit with an energy weapon. Now Cali gets hit with one. He brings TikTok back. And it just, it worked. You feel me? To get rid of TikTok for a few hours, to dim the fire down, knowing that it's going to come back, but it's not going to be as sporadic and hitting as it was. People running around setting fires to add to the fire. Yes, those people are radicals. Those aren't regular citizens. Those are asylum citizens. Those niggas is terrorists getting calls on non-track phones, going to add on to the blast, from other countries. What, you need a robot to do everything? So if the military is just shooting shit from out the sky and there's no soldiers on the floor, no army on the floor, you mean to tell me they not getting people from underground, from that Underground Railroad shit? Not the Harriet Tubman that my college was near. No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the other one that's deeper under, where they use that carbon fiber as a railroad. And that shit go like 3,000 miles per hour. A train. Yeah. So before you try to steal my info or my content, you need to get like the kid. I know what I'm talking about because I've been doing this for years. I'm degreed in the joint. You're going to get pulled up on it if you take it. I'm degreed in the joint. It doesn't matter what you say you do. I have a leverage to show. That's all I'm saying. Once you see, I could be brazen and I could like kind of brag on it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to definitely do that. Yeah. Hold me to that. Right there. Since we playing sign language, feel me? Yeah, hold me to that. I bet you any amount of money. Energy weapons, dog. They got the troops in California dressed up in jeans and Timbs with a white tee, setting fire getting a call, getting caught and just saying, fuck it. All they gotta do is throw the phone away. It's a fire. Throw the phone away and just run the fuck away. Police catch you, they catch you. They take you to jail, they take you to jail. Don't say a word. The person don't know English. He's speaking a whole different language. Now, what if he was speaking Arabic or Hindi or Russian or Yiddish? What about if he was speaking Yiddish? You see what I'm saying? Why he's setting the fire? Because he works for another military. You seen him? This nigga was on a bike and this nigga was running. And he did the whole entire city. The whole place that nigga football ran that whole, he intervaled Usain Bolt that whole shit on the bike. And he started running. Meeting coordinates. Yes, he was meeting coordinates. He was a pyromaniac. Meeting coordinates, setting fires to the dead leaves, and throwing gas and shit. That's military training. Ain't no regular human doing that shit or thinking about that. Nobody's in the crib right now thinking about that. And then catching it perfectly. Maybe if somebody start wilding out and doing it, you'll catch it. Okay, I understand that. But he caught too much land. So therefore, he was started off like a race. He didn't just wild out, seeing that happen and just went renegade. That nigga knew that shit was going to happen. Started on a bike, on a motor pad, and a motorcycle. And knew exactly where to be. That's way too much land. There's no trees, like he said. So he wasn't setting trees on fire. He was exploding cars. You feel me? Like on a domino effect. If you throw a grenade at the gas spot on a car, the car is going to explode. Let's get that clear. That's one reason why Elon Musk wants the electric system, because it prevents that. Gas explosions are different with oil and stuff like that. That's a different type of explosion. Just like electricity. A silver electricity strike is a different one than a green one. A green one is worse. Always remember I told you that. That's what they use in nuclear strikes. It's like a green effect. It's a downdraft. And then black smoke comes out after. It's different colors. You've seen orange. Some people seen pink. But then they have a green one that's a complete different motion. It's like pulling a lever. You ever seen they pull a lever and then an electric chair starts? All right, the action of a green electric nuclear blast is the pulling down of a lever. I know it sounds crazy, but you will see it. If you haven't seen it before, you'll see it. They're gonna start showing that shit. That's what 5D is about. If you don't know what 5D, the 5D world is, that's what they're preparing you for. I told you before. If you're given Project Bluebeam, okay, a chance, and it's a technology to show a transparent or a visual in the sky, they got certain HARP effects that give booms out. Remember the Cyber Satan? The Cyber Satan was supposed to be another piece of it. So now that we're gathering tolerance for our children so they can have these gizmos and these toys to perform shit in the sky. How about that? Right? Yeah, the snake. Can you tolerate it? 5D. Explain to me how I'm wrong. That's 5D. Because I knew this shit a long time ago. And if you look at my other pages, I said it a long time ago. And the pages is still up. So go look at this shit that says 4 years ago. 5 years ago. And the page before that, that was deleted and reported by Hassan's punk ass. And 1090 Jake See, I dropped the F word before, and that's why they reported it. The food word. But yeah, I hope y'all ready for the 5D. And I really want you to see a green. I give you $1 million, or I'll put you on the YouTube if you can stand physically in front of a green lightning strike, a downdraft. It's called a downdraft. I know how it sounds. Let's see if you can find it. I'm the same YouTuber that had all that content, all that forbidden content. And I showed y'all the wolves walking on their back legs. Remember I showed you that shit? Remember they just started showing the old stuff again, such as the anaconda going for the helicopter. They took that away too because it was sensitive to eyes, right? But the wolves, they got the wolves in the house walking on their back legs with a different looking face. Then they had the Bigfoot that looked like the Mexican. Yeah, how about that shit? Asian, whatever. Call it whatever. He had that look. I don't care. Call me racist. You know what I'm talking about. He had the Asian Mexican look. Yeah. Yeah. They took that shit down. They took the video cameras on the other planets. They took that shit down. Now they resurfacing. So be prepared, because they giving y'all a lot of swindles. They throwing up the curtains while the politicians are fucking each other, and some aren't fucking each other, so they want to kill each other because they can't fuck each other. It's lizards thirsting for blood. Drake fucking dogs. Let's try that for a grave. You see the videos, you see the movies? I'm not lying, that's what these niggas is doing. Drinking gold. Them UFOs and orbs, they protecting us. Remember that shit. It's the drones trying to fuck us up. Remember that shit. Don't be scared of the orbs, be scared of the drones. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm not. You know, you could take your pick. It's about to go down. 5D, baby. 5D. Is you with it? Y'all niggas dogs. Y'all dogs, y'all little punk ass dogs that be barking and shit at people. I hope some of them shits catch a heart attack and die when they hear that explosion and shit. Them little shits be biting people's ankles. Yeah, that shit is dog owners, yo. Like, how and why? Like, for real. Why do y'all do that shit? Y'all just let y'all dogs just jump on people like that? That's friendly to you? And this person's not raised with a dog? 5D, I'm just saying. Living with an animal, was that 2D, 3D, or 4D? Take your pick. See, people counter each other, you know? Maybe that's why the technology isn't here around these tall buildings, due to the echo of the loud sound making it worse. It'll carry over with more velocity due to the skyscrapers. So it's going to shift your heart a little different. You feel me? Now, if you look at that effect, and if you look at a black hole and what they're doing in CERN, it's the same thing. They're trying to cut air. It's just in different motions. Instead of having a spread, such as Cyber Satan, Project Bluebeam with HARP, they have a machine in CERN that's way faster, deadlier, with an absorbing but going out cutting motion that's trying to cut air. But HARP is cutting air through sound, vibration. So is the blue beam. by projectile and laser. So they're trying to activate your chakras, but they know you have to hit the point of death. The restart brings the chakra, not the death. It's a certain type of restart. If you get the restart. So by them producing 5D, they're just trying to bounce your heart off of frequency and shock you. And whatever you're thinking about or engaged at that time and minute, that's the color that's going to show or is going to tap into, meaning the effect or the sound or the vibration. You understand that? So once it hits air, it's detrimental to air. 100%. If cars are detriment to air, the pollution, then these type of rays and lasers, sounds and vibrations are detrimental to air. Now what they do in CERN in Switzerland, it's like on some nuclear technology instead of entertainment technology. So it's weapon based and projectile-ish through a weapon though. Not entertainment such as a projectile screen. You see what I'm saying? Using the sky as a projectile screen. Instead of doing that, they're using that same laser and shit as a weapon to cut the air. They made gravity, basically. They're basically making gravity go a different way. So that's why they taught you gravity. If you don't believe in gravity, you don't believe that's how it functions, it's fine. They made their own type of gravity. It's like a blackout. They proved to you that trees and flowers grow through seeds and soil. They proved that to you. And then they proved to you that it died. They proved the light energy and they proved the dark energy. So the beam is dark. They made a black light. For people that don't know how the beam looks, if you can't find it, the right beam, because they have plenty of them, it's black. It's a black light. Lizards can live in a black light. If you go to a reptile expo or a reptile store right now and you buy a dark light, a blue light, a black light, you'll see what color it is. It's like purple, violet, neon black. Okay? So they made that type of weapon. And they don't really use it against each other, meaning the governments. They use it to fuck up the planet, the firmament of what you call it. So they didn't show us